think Harry mentioned this about Adam and Eve when they were in the garden. No, I'm sorry, it was Paul that mentioned it. And there was a deception there, and it was this. When Eve was faced with the temptation of doing wrong, the deception was, well, did God really say that? And that's the same thing today. Like, when the thief comes along, I mean, he's not there just to, you know, he can't just come in and walk in your home and, you know, take you by the hand, go outside and make you do something. You have to be deceived into thinking that what you're thinking is right. What you have to do is read the Word and figure out and discern what the Word says is right. And that's where John 10:10 comes in. The thief comes in to steal, to kill, and to destroy. He walks in and he deceives people. Well, everybody else is doing it. Why can't I do it? Well, it's good for them. They're not. They seem to be doing okay. You know, and that's the deception, right? And then some people get away with it for a year. Some people get away with it for 5 years. Then there's people that get away with it for 50, 60, 70 years. And I'm not against this, okay? But I'm going to use this as an example. And this is only as an example, okay? So don't think I'm preaching on or trying to teach against something, but smoking for an example, okay? Some people, my grandfather smoked till he died at 86 years old. He started when he was like 7 or 8 years old, smoking. Most people don't get away with it. They wind up with some kind of sickness and disease in their body that they can never get rid of. I've seen my grandfather was like one out of maybe 300 or 400 people that, you know, could get away with it. And then down the road, you know, well, he gets away with it, why can't I get away with it? It seems cool. I don't know about you, but I don't know, you know, what you guys think of smoking, but I just don't like the smell of it. So I always stayed away from it. So, but that's the type of deception that is in, and it creeps into our churches too. You know, it just, the Bible says that a little leaven leavens the whole lump. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, I can get away with it. They can get away with it. Why can't I do this? Or, you know, and that's the way it is. And that's, you know, it's not the big things that the devil is using. It's the tiny little things in our minds that he makes little molehills out, and then he creates big mountains. Here's another one. Somebody doesn't shake my hand, or somebody doesn't shake your hand, and then you're all offended because you think they don't like you anymore, right? And I've seen that a lot, right? Well, who does he think he is, or who do she think she is, right? And all along, what it is a deception that the devil brings against us to divide people and make them dislike one another. That's why, you know, there's so many splits in churches, because they don't want to come together and realize that we have an adversary. Ephesians 6:12 says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers of outer darkness. And that's how he starts, is in these little deceptions. And as we go on through the night, I'll share a little more. But, you know, the Bible says a merry heart does good like a medicine. And I'm going to tell a little joke now, and I hope you guys are okay with this.
Can I tell a joke? Is it one against me? Where's that sound man? Where'd he go?
He's offended he left.
Oh, sure. That's a joke.
He's offended.
We like, you know what?
You
A
guys-
merry heart is good like medicine.
They'll like this one about the fishing.
And we believe in keeping it low key. You know, like I said, it's just we just like to be happy, and the joy of the Lord is our strength, right?
So I'll give you this one first, and then she can do hers, right?
Okay.
Oh,
So this-
depends on what you guys say.
This elderly gentleman, he's out fly fishing. And he's been there for a little while, fly fishing, and he hears this little voice. Pick me up, kiss me, I'll become your bride. He looks around, he can't see anything, goes back fly fishing, and he's standing there for a few minutes, and he hears the voice again. Pick me up, kiss me, I'll become your bride. So he looks down and he sees this little frog. So he picks up this frog, and he's standing there thinking, I can't believe you're talking. And the frog says, kiss me, I'll become your bride. Just then he puts the frog in his pocket, and he goes back fly fishing. He's standing there for a few minutes, fly fishing, and up pops a little frog, and the frog says, did you not hear me? Kiss me, I'll become your bride. And he says, he says, at my age, he said, I'd rather have a talking frog.